Yo, yo, what's poppin', people? I know y'all kind of saw me running a little bit. Hey, look, man, when you're on daddy duty, wife is in Trinidad living her best life, doing all the parties, juve, all of that. Hey, you gotta do what you gotta do. So here we are. Sandra B, what's up, sis? How you feeling?
I'm good. I'm good. I'm always good. It's been a long time.
Good, good. Hey, look. I already know. I already know what it is, man. How was your day, man? How'd everything go?
It's been busy. Been talking to a lot of people. Trying to help people get set up right with this insurance and retirement planning. Doing some training and stuff. So I had a productive day today. Yeah.
That's dope. That's dope. Yeah, I had a meeting appointment today as well, talking with someone about getting their daughter set up, and then they're also looking to get back into the industry as well too.
That's what's
So we're gonna be setting it up, getting her family straight on Wednesday, and then
okay.
she's gonna come on the team. You know what I'm saying? And we're gonna make some things happen. So we were with another company before I got here. Before we was never on the same team, same hierarchy overall, but
Right.
never on the same team. So now she says, "Hey, I got the license. I want to put it to use." So God is good. So we about to make some things happen. Get that moolah. You know what I'm saying? Hope I get that money, get them checks coming in, right?
Now, I
Because
got
that's what
one.
it's about,
I got
right?
one tonight. Been waiting
You
for it,
say
but I got a
say it
nice one
again.
tonight. A nice deposit hitting tonight. Yeah.
There you. Oh, okay, you got a nice deposit coming in, huh?
Yeah.
Hey, look, nothing wrong with it. Nothing wrong with it. Nothing wrong with it. You know what I'm saying? So that's one of the main things, guys, is in our industry, man, in the financial service industry, man, it's an awesome industry. It's a win-win for everybody, right? If you're doing the right things for people, for your clients, for them personally, for their families, helping them to reach their financial goals. And then, hey, on the end, hey, you win because you can get paid and rewarded very handsomely for the work that you do by helping these
Right.
families. So, as always, guys, this is Drill for Skill. All
Ooh.
right. And we like to just post up how we do this thing, right? So y'all see it right there every first and third Mondays of each month. Yes, it is normally at 8:30, but again, as a track dad, football dad, basketball dad, gymnastics dad, all around sports dad, right? Hey, today I had to do all the duties today, right? So we was running a little bit behind today. Thank you all for your patience. But as y'all see right there, we like to work on mindset. We like to talk about prospecting, recruiting. We like to talk about scripts, sales, setting appointments, all of the above, social media, things like that, right? Everything that encompasses our business, we like to talk about on here. We like to discuss it, and we hope that you all get something from it, right? So, Sandra, man, so tell the people, what are we talking about tonight? What is tonight's subject about?
But tonight we're gonna be getting into marketing on social media. Um, I don't think we can talk about this enough. I think a lot of people just be scared. So we're gonna break it down and make it real simple so that hopefully, in whatever industry you're in. I got my TikTok fan watching tonight too. Thank y'all for all the love. I'm getting like all these hearts and stuff. They're listening in. This is something that, it don't have to be specific just for insurance brokers, but you can implement this in whatever industry you're in. So hopefully y'all can learn something tonight. But yeah, that's what we're gonna share. Some ways to grow your business using social media. I think it's the best vehicle out here to do just that.
Yeah, and the thing about social media is, I mean, technically it's free. Now, of course, if you're running ads and boosting your posts or boosting your page, things of that nature, obviously, you do got to pay to play, right? But
Right.
in general, it costs you nothing to post your flyers, post your videos, post your content, right? Post quotes of the day, right? Post on your stories, right? And then have people share them, right? That absolutely costs nothing. And it's one of the best vehicles, if not the best vehicle, to get the word out about your business right now. I mean, I still think word of mouth is the best available, because people are going to take somebody's word for it, especially when they already know them and they got some sort of credibility. You just can't beat word of mouth, right? But if we
Right.
talk about really getting to people fast, everybody is here. Everybody's on their phone. Everybody's scrolling, right? Everybody's sending out emails, sending out texts on social media, laughing, joking, giggling, crying, thinking, right? Being inspired, right? All the above. So social media is the perfect place to grow your business. So how to stop struggling on social media, right? So how do we stop struggling on social media, Saj? I mean, what's some practices that you have? What's some things that you kind of live by on social media? Because you do a fantastic job on social media. You're very consistent. You know, you have different kinds of content that you post. So what is your way of doing your social media?
Well, when it comes to me and my social media, I don't think about it. It's like if I want to say something, I think the best thing to do is get up there and say it. So and I'm very bold. I don't really care about what people think about me, but there are moments where I can be shy. But at the end of the day, if you don't tell anybody about what you do, how is anyone supposed to know? So you have to just do it. I think being consistent, if your consistency is posting once a week, make that one day a week your consistent day that you're going to post something. That way your audience can be expecting to see something. It could be money making Monday, I don't know, working Wednesday. I don't know, whatever you want to do it. Just make it your own and be consistent in it. Because the more you do it, the easier it's going to, be for you to continue to do it.
Absolutely. And also I think on social media too, I think it's good to switch up the content, right? So if you're going to do videos, I mean, videos can be your thing, right? You can do videos all the time, all the time, all the time. Sometimes it's good to throw a picture in there, right?
Yeah.
Sometimes it's good to, just switch it up. Maybe don't talk about the same things all the time. Kind of maybe have some different subjects, maybe that's around what it is that you're doing, right? Because sometimes you don't want you don't want to become that person that people just say, oh man, let me just swipe past them. That's all they talk about. All they talk about is this. All they talk about is that. They're only going to throw up memes. Oh my gosh. I ain't gonna lie, man. That grinds my gears. That grinds my gears. Memes, just meme after meme. All your pages your page is like a bunch of spam.
Spam.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Spam in a can. You just memeing all the time. But if we're talking about business, right? You do want to switch up the content, right? You do want to, get out there, talk to the people. So now some people may say, hey, look, no face, no case, right? Hey, I don't want to put my face out there, right? But maybe maybe you get good with flyers. Maybe you video the action of what's going on with your business, and then you can do voiceovers, right? You can take the video, do voiceover, speak over top of the video, and explain what it is that you're doing. Or you could do remixes, right? Remixes are really good, especially if you got viral content that you're remixing, right? Something that people are already liking, commenting on, or whatever the case. You can use that to your advantage as well to draw in more traffic to your business, right? So there's no I would say this. I mean, I guess technically there's no right or wrong way, but I mean there is a wrong way, right? Especially when we talk about really growing your business. But to social media, if that even makes sense, to social media, hey, like Sandra said, she don't really think about it. It's just I'm just get on here and post. And Twitter is great for that, right? Twitter is is the number one spot for if you just thinking, you can just be like, boop, put your thoughts down, right? I just want to say this real quick. I just want to say that,
Twitter. I don't know what it is. Me and Twitter just don't get along. I've tried it multiple times and I just can't get with Twitter. Which is probably why I can't get with Threads. It don't work for me. It's weird.
Yeah, I haven't gotten into Threads just yet, but it's like Twitter, it's just on Instagram. You know what I'm saying? So,
Yeah.
What's some other things that you do in your in your social media business? Like, what's some other practices that you have going on?
Well, for one, I'm when it comes down to social media and you want to attract people, talking about your business is, that could be a turnoff. So I first and foremost let people know that I'm a real person. One thing that people do see that I've been very consistent in is my weight loss journey. So I post when I work out. Every morning when I work out, I post a picture, same hashtags. I've been consistent with that for probably over a year now. So people will like you for whatever reason. I'm a single mom. I post when I'm at the baseball games with my son. I post when I go to church. I share personal information about myself so people can know that I'm a real person. And then I'm gonna always talk about life insurance because, hey, I love what I do and that's my passion. Just like some people like to get there and talk about people or vent about whatever. It's the same concept. Just find what you love and talk about it, and it'll draw people. If you're a stylish person, if you are confident in how you look, hey, put your picture up. People love seeing pictures. It's nothing wrong with being confident. I mean, I don't think I'm an ugly person. So yeah, I'm gonna throw my picture up there sometime because people like to see me. And I don't mean this like in the worst way, but do what you got to do to get the followers, and then guide them where you want them to go. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah.
Yeah, I get what you're saying. You know what I mean? Like you said, do what you got to do to get the followers, right? In terms of, like you said, hey, I'm working out. Everybody is right now is very health conscious. So let me put out there, I'm working on my health too. You know what I'm saying? I'm just like you, right? I'm on the journey, right? I'm challenging myself every day to get better physically, right? And I do the same thing. Usually I post, about being in the 5 a.m. club, being up in the morning at LA Fitness, right? Shout out to LA Fitness. I don't know if y'all can give me a sponsorship or not, but shout out to LA Fitness. My contract's up in June. In the June. So
maybe they'll pay for the
make some things happen. Right. Yeah. Yeah. So shout out to y'all. LA Fitness, yeah, hold me down. But yeah. So I like to post that, right? I'm also a musician, so sometimes I may post me at church, maybe on the organ or playing something, or me on a gig playing keys or whatever. Or I haven't really posted anything of me really singing like that, but I mean it's out there somewhere on the internet. But other different things. Yeah, so my kids are in sports. Maybe that's relating to other sports dads, sports moms, sports parents, seeing me and my wife and the family and them seeing us do those things, right? Like you post stuff about your son playing baseball, you know what I'm saying, killing it out there on the field and stuff like that, running rounds and, hitting the ball, you know what I'm saying, doing what he's doing out there too. So, I think it's just a lot of things that you can let people in on, right? And even when it comes to your life, I think you don't have to. Some people say, well, I don't want everybody to know everything for everybody. Everybody need to know. Cool. Then what parts can you show to show that there's other parts of you if you're willing to show that, right? If you're willing to become a little more interesting than just business, but you're willing to maybe show some of your lifestyle. Maybe you want to show some of your vacations. Maybe you want to show some of your meetings that you're attending, different people that you're meeting, right? Different events, whatever it is. I think that's a really good way to draw people in. Now they can feel that human connection. Maybe sometimes even a spiritual connection, right? If you're, doing things in the church or at your mosque, synagogue, or I said synagogue. I don't know what I'm talking about. Synagogue, I think that's actually a country in Africa. But anyway, y'all get the point, guys. Maybe you're Buddhist, maybe you do yoga, maybe you're a meditator. But bring people into the space that you're willing to share, because that does make you more interesting, and people do business with whom they like. That's just the bottom line.
That's right. I know with your social media, you switch things up a little bit. I know when it come down to videos, people say, you should do XYZ, and a lot of the videos they say what the call to action, you should have a hook, solution, then a call to action. And you flip that. Like your video ain't got none of that. You just rapping and you getting mad, people responding to that. So, what's up with that? Like what, you want to share just a little bit. Now you don't want to spill out the tea, but
But we can spill the tea. So what I did was basically I just sat there and talked, right? So we just sat down for about a stint of maybe 3 to 4 hours. And there were questions that were already preset. All right, we're going to talk about your story. Okay, like where you're from, where you're at, where you're trying to go. Okay, let's talk a little bit about some things in the industry that you're in. All right, let's talk about different aspects. Okay, how do you help people do this? What does GGP mean? You know what I'm saying? Right. So GGP, guys, means get the bag, grow the bag, protect the bag. So that's my thing, right? That's my branding, right? So we talked about those things. Talked about why families need life insurance, right? A recent video I just posted was about, a woman I sat down with who pretty much was crying in front of me because she didn't want to leave a large legacy for her children, and she's making money. The issue wasn't paying for the policy. And it baffled me, right? And Sanj, we come across some pretty interesting situations, scenarios, people, places, things, or you name it,
right,
in this business. And so I'm just basically just talking about my experiences. I'm talking about things that people want to know about. Can you really grow money in these policies, right? How do they work? So I'm just giving different aspects, different blurps of this industry, and you're right. There's a hook in there, but I'm not really giving an offer, like you said, a solution or offer, whatever. I'm not necessarily doing a call to action at the end. Those videos are coming up, but for me, I kind of wanted to come from more of an educational standpoint. Let me educate you. Let me bring you into my space more. Get a feel of my personality. Get a feel of me being able to tell you how these policies work, right? How a term works, how a IUL works, the infinite banking policy works, right? Why is burial important? Why is burial insurance important? Why is it important to leave a legacy? So I'm just kind of taking more of the educational, bringing people into my space route right now. But the offers, all those things that come, and just like you just mentioned, and I hope y'all picked up on what she was saying about, how those things should go. So that's kind of my approach that I'm kind of taking right there. But I know most people are not going to want to sit down and talk for 3 to 4 hours. Right. But when you really think about it, there's so many. When I look back at my videos, right, Sandra, I'd be like, oh man, I could talk about this now from that video. I could pivot from here to that, because there's so many things to talk about in our industry. It's like when one thing come up, it's like, okay, but now then this, and then it's like, oh, but then this, but then it's like, oh, but then also this. So I like you said, I think one of the best things to do is just put the content out there, and let the people gravitate to you.
Right. And that's a good thing about it. I had a guy that, he said he was bored one day, and I was like, somebody who was looking for something to do. I said, what, you trying to find another job? He was like, yeah. He said, I'm game. I said, well, you know what I do? And he was like, that sounds boring. I'm like, boring, bruh. What I do is nothing boring. The stories I hear, the kind of people I talk to every day, is nothing boring about this industry. Especially being able to incorporate social media with it. But when it comes down to, your videos and talking to the people, it's important to have a target market, going back to that. When I was doing videos like last year, even just last year, I was just putting stuff out there. But the more that I learned, I learned that in each video I post, in any post that I make, whether it's verbal or written out, I have to be talking to somebody. Because if you're not talking to somebody, then you're not talking to nobody. You're just throwing stuff out there. And with any industry, you want to be fishing. You know what I'm saying? Well, no, you don't want to be fishing. I'm sorry. You don't want to be fishing. You want to be hunting. Else you're going to spend a lot of time having conversations with people that's not really interested in getting what you're putting out there, or either they don't qualify because they don't want to pay, or for whatever reason. So you want to know who your target market is, and that's with any industry. Like I said, you guys, these are practical things that you can implement for any industry that you're in. And so I just so happen to learn a lot being in this industry and implementing those things. Yeah.
No, you're right, and you do want to have a target audience. So let's talk about that, right? Niche, right, or niche, right? Either way it works, right? I don't think it's even an English word, but anyway, I don't think it is, right? So you want to have a target audience, right? You want to know who you're talking to. For me, my target audience is the millennials. So if you're born from, or I would say even some of Generation X, right? So let's just say from 1970 to maybe about 1995. That's me. That's my lane. These are the people who I'm targeting, right? So I'm dressed a certain way. You know what I'm saying? I'm not real necessarily suited and booted. I have a clean look, but it's not like, I'm super suited up, tuxedo feel, whatever the case may be, right? Now, if of course I'm going to a certain event, networking or stepping out, then obviously, you want to look sharp, you want to look your best, especially if the event calls for that. But you want to dress the part, right? You want to dress the part. And then find out what lane are you in? In our industry, you have final expense. In our industry, you have IULs. In our industry, you have term mortgage protection. You got annuities, right? You got mutual funds, right? So there's so many different lanes that you really could pick a lane and really stay in it. And one thing I do think people should really concentrate on is be authentically yourself. I know we can't hear that enough, but you must be you. You must be you, because nobody can be you. You are a one of one. You are a one of a kind. And that's what people gravitate to, right? It's how you deliver the content. It's how you deliver the information. It is your voice. It is your look, right? It is how you put your words together, right, to be able to explain these different things, right? I do think it's good to look at other people and see what it is that you don't want to do. Some things you can look at them and say, you know what? I like the fact that they're consistent in posting. I like the fact that they have a clean camera. They have good lighting, so forth and so on. Okay, bet. Now you need to say to yourself, okay, cool. This is how I can take what they're doing and make it my own, right? Don't be a duplicator. The only thing you want to duplicate in our business is agents coming in and brokers coming in and teaching them how to do the same process as far as, uh, booking appointments, closing business, presentations, recruiting other people. You want to duplicate that. But when it comes to content, now it is encouraged to monkey see, monkey do, right? So let's say if Sandra does have a flyer, I can take the concept of the flyer, probably put my branding colors on it or whatever case. So I can't do that if I think her flyer is dope. But I would say I'm not going to stand out that much if I'm constantly a copycat. I can look at what she's doing. I can copy the recipe of being consistent. Okay, she does flyers. She does quotes. She does videos, right? She does stories. She shows some of her lifestyle. You get what I'm saying? Those things I can copy and I can do it in my own way. So I do think, and then you got to just, again, figure out what age groups do you want to talk to? Are you seniors, 55 and up? Are you Gen X to millennials, or are you millennials to Gen Z? Right? Are you the wealth builder, the wealth creator, the wealth advisor? Are you the final expense guru? Are you the mortgage protection king or queen? You know what I'm saying? You got to figure out which lane you're in. So niche, right? So what is your niche, Sandra, and why did you pick the niche or niche that you're currently in right now?
I think my niche is definitely like IULs and helping people set up for retirement. Final expense, stuff like that. That comes easy without having to think about it. But my passion is really for helping people set up for the future, like in a higher capacity. When it comes down to retirement, a lot of people think that they are set up right, and I don't want to get into that spiel, but I like to do things that really make a difference for people. And when it comes down to retirement and what people consider investing their money or contributing their money into something where their money can really work for them better than a bank or 401ks or CDs and stuff, showing them what the life insurance products can do for them, it's a game changer. And so many people don't know about this. Everybody know you can get a burial policy with life insurance, but the products that I love to offer my clients and the target audience that I go after are the ones that needs to be educated on the other products that life insurance offer, which is the retirement planning, becoming your own bank, even mortgage protection. So that's my niche, because that's where my passion really is, with helping people in that capacity. And I think I really realized that once my mom, I helped my mom a few months ago, and she's 53, and she's like, wow, she actually got her life insurance license. So she learned a whole lot more taking the class. And she's like, I got to aggressively set up for my retirement fund, and me helping her set that up and hearing her, how she's so happy about it. I mean, 'cause that's my mom, I love my clients, but my mom is my heart. I'm like, wow, like, she was so happy, and she's blessed to be able to fund it properly, so where she can retire the way she wants to retire. So yeah, that's what my passion is, man. Like, there.
Yeah, and what's funny is for me, I started out in mortgage protection or term, right? Um, so they're synonymous, guys. I know you're probably like, what's mortgage protection? What's term? Is it term? They're both the same, right? Typically, right? You know what I'm saying? But people kind of position them a little bit according to, but that's a whole other subject, right, guys? We're talking about social media today.
Right.
So, again, I still do term, right? I love term. I think term is a great placeholder. You know what I'm saying? It's a great way to transfer a lot of wealth for the lowest bang. And I think that's, and with your niche, you want to talk about, what do these things do? Living benefits, right? How much is proper coverage? Find smaller things within your niche that people just need to know more information about. They can never know too much. I also believe that you should post frequently, as far as like you said, as frequent as you are normally doing it, right? If you're doing 2 or 3 times a week, then continue to do 2 or 3 times a week. That is your thing. If you're a person who posts every day, I think Sandra, you post almost what, 3, 4 times, 3, 4, 5 times a day, maybe even more.
Because I'm a post whenever I feel like it.
Right.
But
See, exactly. See, and you're very consistent with that.
Yeah.
Some people say, well, I can't do 10, 12 times. Hey, look, Sandra had to start somewhere. Sandra wasn't always doing 10, 12 times a day. She wasn't. You know what I'm saying? But the thing is, even if one day you do 10, even if 3 days back in a row you did 10, 12 times a day, and then maybe on Thursday you might have did 2 or 3, that's fine. But if you're consistent, it'll always feel like you're always constantly posting, because what you got to think is, when it comes to the algorithms, and I'm no guru by any means or any stretch of the imagination when it comes to algorithms, but I will say, if you notice, people's feed or their whatever they put in their feed doesn't always hit the same day. Sometimes I might see Sandra stuff 3 or 4 days ago, and I'm looking at it like it's fresh.
Right.
But that lets me know, okay, she's constantly posting something. So you in your business, you always want to be in the face of the people. You know what I'm saying? And you want to take those questions, those frequently asked questions, those FAQs, and make videos out of them. What are some of the blind spots that people have when it comes to your business or in the industry that you're in? What are some ways that you can help them? Like I said, in my videos, I talk about a few different scenarios that I've encountered, right? Because somebody's going through those scenarios. Like you said earlier, you want to be able to talk to somebody. Your videos or whatever you're posting should be speaking to somebody at all times. So that lets me know that you're very intentional with what you're posting, right? Now, how did you get to this point? Were you always very intentional? Were you always posting a whole bunch of times a day, a week? Like, how does one work up to that point?
Well, it comes, for one, I do a lot of reading. I plug into the trainings that's offered. I honestly really took the target market serious when I had my website done. and my logo and stuff created. And the questions that the young lady asked me, and shouts out to Imani Whitfield with Metamorph Branding. If y'all looking for somebody,
shout out.
Get you, create your logo, website. She does all of that. She did my stuff, and I thought it was going to be something simple. Like, I've always been afraid to hand something off, but the question she asked me, it made me rethink my whole purpose of what I was doing. And she said, you have to have a target market. I was like, no, don't. Everybody needs life insurance. That was my mindset. Everybody's going to die. Everybody needs life insurance. She said, yeah, but she made me dig deeper. And once I was able to figure out who my target market was and what type of person really could use what I'm trying to put out there, she was able to put my website into perspective. I mean, down to what the colors, like when I pick colors for my branding, it's because they mean something. You can't
so talk about that. So well, there's a couple things you said there, right? That I want to kind of have you talk about. So website, why did you feel that it was important to have a website, and why did you choose your branding colors, and what does those colors mean?
Okay, well, I got a website first of all because I was trying to get some business funding, and that was one of the things that I had to have. So I created my website. Mine was cool, you know. I was like, oh, I did it myself. But I also saw that a lot of other insurance businesses, they have websites. They need to have somewhere they can go. Everybody's not on social media. You know, you have people that shop differently. So having a website, I can link that to my social media. It can stand alone. I can show up on Google. You know, it was for promo and marketing. My colors, I picked pink, blue, and gold. And the pink stands for compassion, because when I deal with my clients, I want them to know that I genuinely care about setting them up based on what their goals are, not what I want, you know, but what they want. The blue is for loyalty, because as long as I'm living, I will be your life insurance agent. When you need help with anything, I want to be there. I just had to help a young lady with a death claim for her parent that passed away. Like, I want to be, I'm not just your agent. I'm your friend. Like, we're in this together. And the gold is for quality, because I make sure that I stay educated on these products and the carriers that I work with. And I also make sure that I'm licensed and up to date with all my trainings, so that whatever your needs are, whether it's a $5,000 policy for cremation or a $1 million policy for your retirement or to build your own bank, I am able to help you in all capacities. So I'm very, you know, I offer quality, compassion, and loyalty when I deal with any and every client of mine, because I look at you all as family. So that's why I picked those colors. And I was concerned about them looking funny, because pink, blue, and gold, you know, so I'm like, how's she gonna make this look professional and not kid-like?
Right.
And I swear, when she showed me my website, I freaking cried. I was like, wow, like, this is me. She really embodied what I stood for. And that feeling was priceless, y'all. It was priceless. So yeah, I'm very intentional with everything.
So pink, blue, and gold. That is a little interesting. But it's a combination that does work. So when I do look at your page, your website, your branding, the colors flow very well together. It's like the pink also gives it like that that bright touch, but then gold kind of gives it that royalty, and then so does blue. You know what I mean? Blue kind of also brings it like the calm, the trust of those things together. So that's important, guys. Your colors do make a difference. They do matter. Colors do different things. Like McDonald's, for instance, red is usually like, you know, bam, alarm, you know what I'm saying? Emergency, whatever, right? But then yellow is like childlike, it's playful.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So when you look at McDonald's, right, what do kids want? They want, you know, they want a Happy Meal. And McDonald's has sold more toys than any KB toy store, Toys R Us. If y'all can remember any of those toy stores, you know what I mean? Because there's no real toy stores out right now, right?
I miss
you
KB
get toy stuff from Walmart and Costco's and Sam's Club and all those different other places, right? But branding, it does play a big role. Like, what is your brand? And I think that goes back to kind of what I was saying earlier, that everything has to be in your brand. How you look, your dress, your talk, your vibe, your energy. Like you said, your website. And websites are great because it's a place where you can drive traffic and nurture your people through that. So funnels, let's talk about it. Funnels, ClickFunnels, all of those different things. Are you currently doing any funnels at all? Have you ever done a funnel? What do you think about funnels? Right. So what are your thoughts on that? Because they're being advertised heavy. I know I see it all the time.
They are advertised heavy and they do work. I will say that. For me, I'm direct. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not for click this to get that. I personally don't like it. And I was gonna bring up the bullpen today because we had Kendall Haley up there, and he's done 180 families already for the first quarter, right? He does nothing but social media. You know who I'm talking about, right?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So anyway, he doesn't use ClickFunnels. He doesn't use a CRM. He manually responds to everybody. And I'm like, wow, that's dope. But I'm like, I don't like to spend that much time. So even, let's say not a ClickFunnels, but even using a CRM, when I did run my ads, if you clicked on it, it took you straight to a questionnaire and then a booking with me. It's like either you want to or you don't. I'm not like, click here for your free nothing. I just like to get straight to the point. If you're ready to do business, if you got some questions, if you want to talk to me, talk to me. I don't want to give you the runaround, and I by no means want you to give me the runaround, because I value my time and I hope you value yours. So that's my thoughts on that. But they do work. So it's just
so 180 families this month already.
No, up to the first quarter. I think that was
first quarter. That's fine.
Yeah.
So 180 families. If he did doing, so really he's on pace to do.
He qualified for the cruise in like first 2 months.
So 180 families. Let's round it up 200. If he was hitting 200 families a quarter, that's 800,000. It's almost a million. If that's almost a million families, and you're talking about straight from social media. That's the power of branding. Yeah, and I've seen his stuff. His stuff is dope. You're talking about the guy with the curly hair.
Yes. And
he he has his son in some of his videos. I think he's a former football, 5 kids. But I think he's a former football player, played in college, I believe, if I'm not mistaken.
He did a lot of sales in his background. He mentioned real estate. He's a salesman. He's always been a salesman. But
he's a sports guy. He's an athlete. So athletes, guys, look, hint, athletes are competitors.
Right.
They're taught to have a certain work ethic. It's just how athletes, how they're groomed, or I should say how we're groomed, because I'm a former athlete. But how athletes are groomed.
Right.
They're groomed to have a work ethic. So those are good people to target. So let's talk about that. So now you can target certain people. Maybe you want to target entertainers. Maybe you want to target, if you're doing seniors, maybe you want to target churches, right? Churches have a lot of people who have seniors, right? Not only that, church is also a good place to target if you're talking about even people who are our age, millennials, all those different things. Because there's a lot of people in church, in different churches, doing seminars, right? Getting the word out there. So when you're throwing an event, right? Because I know you have an event coming up, and we would love to know more about that. What you're doing in your area, right down there in North Kakalaki, North Carolina, in the Carolinas. I know you're doing your thing. So how do you advertise that event to get people out, to get the word out, to get in front of more people, so you get more eyes on your business?
Well, it's the same way. Like, for one, my name on social media is Your Trusted Insurance Broker. So whenever I post anything, whenever you see me, you're going to automatically know what I do. My profile tells you what I do. Most of my videos, you'll see what I do. When I'm advertising, when I do events to network with other business owners or people that wants to get into business. And I don't mention what I do as far as like trying to recruit people or trying to sell them insurance. I like to make my space very friendly to genuinely network with people. So, I mean, I post about it. You know, I get people to share it. I get people involved. I got a lot of community members. Haven't disclosed my keynote speaker yet. But once I drop that, it's gonna go crazy. But I just promote it the same way I do my business, you know, getting people involved, getting them excited because I'm putting them on the forefront to talk about what they do. Like, it's not about me. I'm just creating the platform. You come to my event, you get to meet other people that you can connect with, that you can learn from. You know, people love free stuff. So no, it's not free to come, but you can qualify to win some free stuff. We gave away a whole trip to Dubai last year, a couple of TVs.
Oh, that's crazy.
Radio interviews. I mean, we gave away a lot of stuff thanks to these businesses that sponsored these giveaways because they believed in what we were doing. So yeah, I mean, I love to network, y'all. I love people. So it's not always about trying to sell insurance, but if you know me, you're supposed to know what I do, what I do, because I am my brand. I am my billboard. Okay, I got it on my car. I ride around town. You're gonna see the signs. Your trusted insurance broker. Scan here if you need insurance. I don't be playing about my business, y'all. I stand on business. Okay.
Literally, I stand on business. I drive on business. I be on business. I'm doing my business. Everything about business, right? So that's dope. So I mean, this is. I hope this conversation is just inspiring people to just say, you know, well, look, man, if Sandra, Dennis can just get on there and post and do their videos in their own way,
right,
then you could do the same. You know, follow Sandra on Your Trusted Insurance Broker right there. Sandra, Your Trusted Insurance Broker, right? And that's on all platforms. Or Sandra Brooks, Sonja Brooks, right? And then me, Dennis Garland Jr. I'm on that's my name on Facebook, Instagram. I'm going ham. All right. So just check us out. You know what I mean? And you'll see it. And I'm not saying that again that we have the #1 social media pages available, but you will be able to draw some sort of inspiration from what it is that we're doing. You'll be able to see how we're growing organically. And here's another thing too, guys. Don't be fooled by people having so many followers. Doesn't necessarily mean they're making a lot of money. And when I say that, I don't mean that in no hate, but you have a lot of people out here who do have a lot of followers and they are doing exceptionally well in their business. And then you have people who don't have a strong social media presence because they're just not that good on social media. They don't have anybody running their social media page, but they're still bringing in that bankroll, right? Because some people are just straight ads. I'm just doing ads, and that's really where all my content is. And so when you're getting ads, you're not going to see, the leads that's coming in, because that's one of the main important things. Is you got to get leads into your business. You got to figure out how to get leads into your business. Sometimes you may take a post that people are liking and commenting on, and maybe you may boost that for a couple of days. Kind of see how that works out for you. I think you really got to test the market out. You got to try things and see what people are gravitating to for you. I mean, what do you think about that?
I mean, that's true. I was about to say, going back to even Kendall, he confirmed that today, how he ran different types of ads to see which ones got the most engagement. And I know when I did my ads, I did it for 7 days. I got like 8 leads, but they were intentional leads. And they weren't followers. So when you pay for your ads, it reaches, even when you boost, it reaches outside of just your followers and friends. So I can see an agent that only got a few hundred followers, but they making hundreds of $1,000s, you know what I'm saying? Because they're reaching outside of their closed network. And that's what it's about. You can't be afraid to ask people to share your posts. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Back in the day, when I first got licensed, I think in 2016, 2017, it was big on people inboxing you. Hey, you mind sharing a post and I'll share one of yours in exchange. Share my business, I'll share your business. Simple stuff. If you don't, even looking at your stuff, even both our stuff, but yours, really seeing the growth in the content and the what you call it, the just the level of excellence, the quality of what you're doing. Like, it happens so fast because we pay attention to the people that are doing it. Before I was real comfortable doing a whole lot, I was just sharing other people's stuff. I was copycatting, y'all. People copycat my stuff, but it's flattering. You know, hey, if you want to share mine, tell them to contact you. That's on you. It's up to them what they're gonna do, you know, but hey, use it. So, like he said, we may not have the number one page, but we have great content, and you're welcome to get up there and look at it and steal it.
Yeah, and by all means, please follow.
Yeah, please follow.
By all means, if you're gonna steal it, please just follow me. Follow Sandra. Follow us and then steal the stuff, right? At least we gain a follower. No, and I appreciate you. Hey, look, to God be the glory. You know, I think it was, you know, one of those situations where, like you said, you know, just focusing on really just doing it in a better way, and then getting with people who believe in what it is you're doing, who want to see you grow and want to help be a part of those visions, man. And I think, you know, you got to reach within your network, find out who's doing what, who can help, right? You know what I'm saying? Maybe you might want to do something at a restaurant. Maybe you know somebody who owns a restaurant. Maybe you want to, you know, do something at a gym because, you know, you're doing the thing. Maybe you know a trainer or somebody like, hey, look, you think if I can come in on one of these sessions, maybe, you know, I want to kind of show them this and it kind of correlates with my thing, or, you know, or collaborate with other people that's in your space, or just people in general. Hey, look, I want to shoot this kind of funny commercial, but I need you to kind of do this. Right. However you can do it, man. And you know what? And depending on the industry, honestly, guys, well, I know we're talking about our industry, so we're talking about final, you know, not final, but we're talking about
social media,
financial literacy, financial industry, right?
Right.
Honestly, I mean, in this industry, I mean, your camera does need to be clear. Just as clear as you're seeing me right now, as clear as you're seeing Sandra. Your camera needs to be clear. I mean, I got a ring light.
Right.
You know, I'm making sure that you can see me. If I turn my ring light the other way, I don't look as nice.
Right.
You know. Now I'm back looking good, and I want you, and I'm looking good like I should. You know what I'm talking about? So this makes a difference, right? People want to be able to see us. You see, I got a mic on. I know Sandra has a podcast mic, right? So you want to start taking your social media very serious, because this is a part of your business. How you show up, how you present matters.
Right.
People are looking at that. How you present matters. How you present matters, guys. I mean, I can't say that any more times, because I think I already said it 2 or 3 times already. But it's just the truth. That's how people think, you know. And people may say, well, that's so shallow. I mean, hey, it is what it is, man. Just jump into it, you know, jump into it, no diddy, you know what I'm saying? And just have fun with it, and just be like, all right, you know what? Hey, I'm gonna have some fun with it. All right, cool. I got some nice threads, you know, I got some nice clothes I can pop on, whatever. I can doll myself up, you know, I can give me a little haircut, shape up, whatever, or, you know, at least cut the beard down or whatever, or clean it up, and then do your thing with a video. Go outside. It's natural lighting. Natural lighting is the best lighting. You can't beat it. It's beautiful lighting. People can see you. They can hear you. Just make sure, you know, everything is intentional, just like we were talking about earlier. And be intentional. Be direct with who you are speaking to. Right. Own your voice. Own your power. Right? This is your side of the social media space. Yep. Invite people in. Reach out. Let people know what it is that you're doing. You know, don't be a secret agent. You can be the best agent. You can have the best content, but we'll never know because you don't ever share it. You might have the best way of explaining how a product works and how it can get you out of debt, how it can save your family from financial devastation when you pass away. But because you don't want to share it, we don't know it. And then also one thing I want to say too, from Patrick Bet-David, right? He said, creating content isn't just for right now, it's for your grandchildren and the people coming up behind you, so they can see how you were. They can be educated, they can be informed. So don't just have you in mind, have, you know, I want my grandchildren, I want to leave a blueprint, a legacy, a roadmap for them to follow. because they can look at it and say, oh, you know what? I remember he said you needed a trust to cover your family, cover all your assets before protection. Oh, you do need life insurance. Okay, you do need an advisor. You do need this. You do need that. He said I need 10 times my income. They said I need a tax-free nest egg. You know what I'm saying? They said I need to be able to do this, do that, do that. And so you're leaving information that can change the situation. So just think of it like that. It's not about you. You know, it's not about you, but it's about the lives and the people that you can affect. So, I mean, Sandra, I mean, do you got anything, but before we close out here, I mean, anything you want to share, any nuggets you want to drop on the people?
Well, I mean, I got a bunch of nuggets today, but I know we'd already been up here for about an hour, so I ain't gonna bore them.
No. What you got? What you got? Come on. Look. Don't deprive us of the nuggets. Okay, we want to grow. What you got?
One thing that he shared today that I didn't think about, you know how you can pin your posts. I think on Instagram you can pin up to 3. So he said that he has 3 pinned posts. The first pin is for clients to leave a review. It's going to be a post where everybody pretty much, you know, leave a review. He has this video of telling people to do that. The second one that he pins to the top of his page is about me. You know, you introduce yourself to the people. The third one is addressing people, addressing the problem of being scammed and stuff, and saying how you avoid that. So it just builds credibility for him. So I thought those was very important. And then, like he said, he don't use automated responses, because he said that everybody can kind of see or they know when they're being responded to that way. He said he manually responds to people once they reach out, and he makes sure he sends 2 separate text messages. Like if they say something, his first response gonna be something short, like okay, cool, or awesome, and then he's gonna ask for the appointment, because automations only sends 1 text at a time. And so he pointed out some things that may not be much to y'all, but if you're in this industry, y'all know what I'm talking about, and you can implement that to do. So getting your clients to leave review, start somewhere with that, because it builds credibility. So I thought that was good, because that's something that I hadn't really heard before, as far as having those 3 posts pinned on your pages. Yeah.
That's dope. You know, and it's funny you mentioned about pinning posts on your page. I just pinned a post on my page, and in fact, I'm going to go back and pin 2 more. Because I do have one video that was about 70. It has about a little over 70K.
Okay.
All right. So, and that's because I remixed. So, guys, so it was already viral. I'm not saying it wasn't, but I'm jumping into the game.
And getting
jumped in, and I remixed the video. People, I guess they like my remix. They probably like, you know, my chocolate skin, whatever the case may be, whatever drew them in. Don't matter. I got more people following that page, and then my followers started to edge up, and I had people hit me in my inbox wanting to do appointments. Yeah, some people was on there negative and cap this, cap that, you know, and I wanted to say, how about you cap, you know, cap these? Just being honest, right? Hey, I'm just being honest, guys. Right. But I didn't say that. I didn't type that. I might have thought it. But
in your head.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So I'm not gonna do that. But thank you for that. So now I'm gonna pin up 2 more. So I take it he's doing a strategic like that, and then some of y'all what you can do is take the most popular videos, most popular posts that people are liking and commenting on. That way, those can be the first things that people see on your page,
right?
And then that can draw them in to start looking at other content. So thank you for that. Yeah, I already pinned 1 on my regular feed. Okay. But then now I'm going to take 2 more, and I'm gonna pin 2 more that's really popular. So that's good information. I like that. Okay.
He also said, remember that he said 3 things that people love to do. He said when they're on social media, they're looking to learn, laugh, and they want to connect with somebody. And so keeping that stuff in mind, if you've seen this stuff, I think his videos are very very different, because he really incorporates like humor. So he'll take a viral video, like you said, using it different ways. He said he has not recorded a video in over 2 months because he has so much on his page. He just goes through, picks some, and reboost them, or put an ad on them. So once you
Hey,
get
so hold on. Let's put a pin in that. So he's reposting, reboosting old content. See, the problem is, guys, we think that when you post it once, you can never post it again. That's incorrect. Keep posting it. No one has saw it. Everybody, you got to think to yourself, no one saw this post. Post it till people get tired of it. Who cares? If it's good content, if it's getting the point across, you got to always continue to post. And like you said, reboost.
Right. That's what I do. I go back. I always share my videos on TikTok, because on TikTok you could download the video and share it again as if it's brand new. But I also go, and some days I might just dump them on my stories. I go find my videos, boom, 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 boom. I'm gonna refresh them. And I booked a mortgage protection lead the other day because I reshared a video about mortgage protection that I recorded months ago. I think I did my first video today. And it's been a long time for me because I usually create a video at least every couple of days, if not every day. But I know it's probably been about a week. But I did a video today. But all the other stuff I've been sharing has been old, but people are seeing it now. So, make your stuff work for y'all, man. Like, taking time to make these videos and post stuff, redo it. The people that's paying for ads, they're paying for the same video, the same ad to just keep going. Do y'all not see some people, those ads are up there every freaking day? You're trying to scroll. Oh, here's this guy again. So what? We need to be that guy. We need to be that girl. We want people to get tired of seeing us to the point where, let me see what you're talking about.
Exactly.
But do it till it work, man. Do it till it work.
Exactly. Do it till it work. And with that being said, let's take a small commercial break. I know we at the end. Let's take a small commercial break and let's check this out from our very own sister Sandra B.
Did you know that private-owned mortgage protection insurance not only covers your mortgage when you die, but it can also cover your mortgage if you were to become disabled, ill, or lose your job? Unlike the mortgage protection insurance that's included in the mortgage, and that payout goes solely to the lender if you pass away during the mortgage term. A private-owned mortgage protection provides the death benefit along with the living benefits. So secure your family's future with the protection that puts your family first, not the lender. Shoot me a message to start protecting your mortgage the right way.
I have a friend who's ready to renew his term, right? It's about to end in the next 3 or 4 years. He still has 3 little children, a wife. House isn't paid off yet. I don't think he's been in the house more than 8-9 years yet. So still got at least another 20, 22, 25 years, right, left on the house. My advice to him would be to get another term. As long as you're still young, still healthy, not over 35 years of age, it would behoove him to get another term because, again, we're looking to protect the main assets, his ability to make money and the home. Boom. And y'all see that, right? We're both giving you all information that's going to change the situation. And you saw Sandra's video. Clean. You could clearly see her. You could clearly hear her. The visual was good, right? She had the captions on there. Mine, same thing. Clean, visual. You could hear me. Captions. So one of the things that I do like to use, right, is CapCut. I'm a CapCut advocate. Shout out to CapCut. Hopefully you guys can, give me a sponsorship. I'm not sure if you can do that, but CapCut, holler at me. Dennis Garland Jr. right there. CapCut. I like CapCut. Some people like captions. Some people like to do their videos and then put it in captions. What's some other things that you like?
Man, I use CapCut. I use Canva, ChatGPT. What I really love about CapCut is that you don't have to record the video and put it somewhere else. I do everything in that one app. and then take it from there and put it in other places. But I love CapCut. My son, when he was 8 years old, tried to put me onto it, and I was like, "Oh, it's too hard," because I didn't take the time to learn it, and I'm kicking myself in the butt because I could have been having nice videos. But hey, it is what it is.
Yeah, and you got InShot. InShot is good. TikTok has some great effects on there. Instagram does great with the reels and all of those different things as well. Facebook, it's cool, but I like Instagram and TikTok a lot better. There, I feel like they just have more features and things like that. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you can even go to Snapchat, use the features on there, the funny features or the whatever, beauty features, whatever they got on there, right? You know what I'm saying? The filters. And then you can download those pictures, those videos, and then put them into your favorite social media, video host, caption host. You got InShot. You use Canva. I use Poster My Wall to do my flyers and things of that nature, right? So there's a host of different things out here. Even if you go on YouTube University, hey, what are some of the best content creation apps available? And then once you find one that you like the interface, you like the ease of use of it, cool. Now go to YouTube and figure out how to master it, how to become better at it. Maybe you don't have the budget to pay somebody to do your videos, for them to look like mine, for them to look like Sandra's. Remember, you maybe say, oh, well, I don't have that, Dennis. Okay, cool. But you got light, you can buy lighting, you can put yourself in a place where you can visually be seen, where it looks clean, and even when you upload the videos to these apps, they have enhancements.
Yeah,
they have enhancements on there.
All of that.
So
you got makeup. You can just tell it to enhance your face. You can change, man. Yo, I was watching the Cat Williams live special the other night.
Mm-hmm.
You can be whatever you want to be. You can get up here and you can make yourself look like whatever you want. My skin looks smooth, don't it? I have a little enhanced. I don't got no makeup on, but my skin looks smooth because I have the enhancement on, because I didn't want to do my face, but I didn't want to look. But ladies, use that stuff. But don't use no filter to make you look like completely different. Like, come on now.
Oh my Lord. And then you look like a stinking cat. We got to stop that. Stop with the animalistic filters.
And another thing, it don't take all the crazy graphics and animations. Like, it does not. Our video.
Please say that again for everybody who's around me, around you, and in the back. Everybody needs to hear that again.
Unless you're trying to appeal to some middle school comic book fans, but we do have older, comic book fans. I ain't gonna lie, my boyfriend is one of them. He loves anime, but they don't want to see the videos at all, the extra. They forget what you're talking about. Our video we just shared was straight to the point. It was clear, and the words are up there so you can read it if you can't hear it. We didn't have the graphics and the lightning and stuff. Hey, you about to make somebody have a daggone seizure around here, all those graphics. And, I mean, we don't even know if they got life insurance.
The strobe lights.
Strobe lights. It's extra. It looks good, but it's extra and it's unnecessary. But if you want to do it.
Sometimes it can. I agree. I believe it at times it can pull away from your video. It can be a bit of a distraction. Some automations or animation to your video is cool. Don't get me wrong. It can drive home a point. And then sometimes you don't need to put yourself in a background to be able to have. You can just be talking regular like this and then drop a little money bag or drop a little emoji or whatever it is right in your screen. You know what I mean? Sometimes, so what you kind of want to do is, again, look at what people are doing and see what you like, what you don't like, and how you can really work it to your liking, to your feel, to your branding, to your energy, to what you want to put out there. So guys, look, man, that's our time. Yeah. I hope you all took away some great information that we laid out on tonight about how to take your social media to the next level. Look, if you got the money or you want to be able to do that, hey, ClickFunnels, paying somebody to really run your ads and your social media is great. It does work. We know several people who are winning from that recipe. But if you say, well, I don't have the money to spend $200, $300, $400, $500 a week on ads or all those different things. Cool. All right. But you got to start somewhere. So let's just get consistent. Let's start putting up some content. Let's start recycling the content. Like Sandra said, hey, maybe you might not want to put it on the page again right now, but maybe you want to put it on your story. Maybe you want to reintroduce people to that post, because again, everybody's not catching every single time that you post on there. And then you want to start going to like and comment on other people's pages so they can start liking and comment on your page too. You know what I mean? So, it takes a friend to be a friend, you know what I'm saying? So to get a friend. So, be friendly. Show yourself friendly, man, and people will engage with you, and that picks up on your algorithms, because their followers now will start seeing your stuff because they start liking and commenting on your stuff, man. It's wonderful how it works. Again, I don't know how all the algorithms work, you know what I'm saying? I don't claim to be a guru or any of that stuff, but I do know the more you like, the more you share, the more you are there. Let's talk about that. The more you are there on social media, promoting your business, not being a secret agent, man, the more things can happen for you.
Right.
Yeah. So, all right. Well, Sandra, you got anything before we leave out?
I'm done.
She's done. Hey, look, she's done. I'm done. So look,
y'all can reach out to us. I'm very approachable. The same way I am here, the same way I talk to people. So get in the inbox. Don't come crazy, because I will check you. But I'm here. Y'all know I love y'all.
Talking about come correct. Again, guys, as you all see it right here. Yeah. Y'all see it right there, man. Every first and third Mondays of each month, you can catch me and Miss Sandra B with Drill for Skill Training. All right, guys. So we will see y'all on what is that? Is that May 20th? May 20th. We'll see y'all on May the 20th.
Yep.
Peace.
Peace.
And blessings.
Yeah, that too.